In this video, I'm going to show you my fully automated and integrated Zoho system so that you can build your own all-in-one system. Now, I'm Drew Brockbank, owner of Brockbank Consulting. We're a top 1% Zoho partner globally, and we've set up and improved Zoho systems for over 180 organizations. It's important that you get a good demonstration of Zoho. So I'm going to show you my fully integrated and automated system. And by showing you my system, you'll have a better idea of how to build yours. So we're here in the leads module. This is where everything starts. I'm making sure that all my information is not just viewed like a spreadsheet. I'm viewing my information in relation to my processes. You can see here's my process. It's mapped out at the top. That way I can act on the data that I'm collecting. I want it to be very actionable so I understand where someone is at or something is at. I can move it forward in the process. And the system's built from left to right. That's how every system should be built. When you do this, you can then understand, okay, this is everybody that filled out subscribe a newsletter form. This is everybody that filled out a contact us form. This is everybody that has booked a call. This is everyone that wasn't qualified. And these were just junk leads maybe filled out by a bot. Now, once I actually reach somebody, okay, they book a call with me so that we can do a free consultation, I'm tracking everything that's working and not working, okay? So my cost per acquisition, I know how much it costs for me to get a new client. I know how much each client is paying us on average over the lifetime of working with them. And then I'm also doing a ratio here, CAC to LTV, so I know for every dollar I spend in marketing, how much am I getting back in lifetime value. That's gross lifetime value. You can create these reports for the things that's important for you to understand, but I can also see, hey, in 2024, as an example, how much revenue did I generate from the various marketing efforts that I have? Google, LinkedIn, referral, YouTube. Why is this important? If you understand what's working, you can double down on what's working, and then you can stop doing the things that cost you time and money that don't produce any money for you, okay? So that is what you can see here. In this report, you can get much more granular here. I can see exactly what YouTube videos produce revenue. I can see exactly what keywords from Google Ads are producing revenue, but I just wanted to give you a quick idea of how this works. I can also see my conversions, okay? So between my whole customer journey, how are we converting from raw lead to closed won? How are we converting from proposal to closed won? From raw lead to proposal to closed won? I can see all these different conversion values here, so I understand where are people falling off in the process. I also have a visual of my customer journey so I can see, okay, this is where people fall off in the process. What are things we can do for this specific part of the customer journey to make sure things are more smooth? Okay, of course, this is a demonstration just to give you an idea of how these reports should work. Also, it's important that you see key metrics of your business or organization month to month. So my YouTube views, how many YouTube views am I getting month to month? How many people are visiting my website month to month? How many marketing ready leads am I getting? How many sales ready leads am I getting month to month? How many deals am I closing? How many deals are generated? All of the important reports related to your customer journey and your organization can be added here in an executive dashboard or whatever dashboard you want to build in Zoho Analytics. Why do it in Zoho Analytics? Well, each application in Zoho has its own report builder. Most of them do. But the problem is you usually can't report in an in-app report builder on a different application. So Zoho Analytics lets you take a step back, connect to all the different apps that you use in Zoho and outside of Zoho. You can connect Google Ads over to this. You can connect Google Search Console, so many different data sources, and you can build all your reports for all your different applications in one place and see it in one dashboard. It's very powerful and useful. Now, as people are going through my leads statuses, so as they're going through this process, I'm not only tracking everything in Zoho Analytics so I can measure measure my success, I'm also running different email campaigns here to nurture them. So once I get the lead, I'm trying to nurture them. What does that actually mean? We're building trust. So I'm sending different system plans that we've created, different news on the Zoho platform over to the list that I'm building so that they further trust us as an organization. So you can see here, new Zoho system for a client that we just worked with, view the full system plan here, takes them to my website, okay? So I'm sending this via Zoho marketing automation You can also use Zoho Campaigns. Campaigns is more like MailChimp. Zoho Marketing Automation is more like HubSpot Marketing Hub, but they both allow you to send out mass communications to your audience. Something that Zoho CRM can do, but it struggles with to do mass communications. It's built for more transactional communication, as if you were to send something from your own email inbox. You can see now we're in the deals module. The leads and deals module together effectively represent your customer journey from lead in to deal closed. So you can see these are the stages for me to measure or to track how people are doing after qualification. Now, you might be doing B2C and you might only need to use the contacts module for tracking your customer journey. If you do account-based marketing, you're going to use the accounts module for what the leads module is doing. So there's a lot of nuance here. I'm just showing you what I'm doing. And again, the nuance of your own organization will dictate what parts of this you need set up. But I'm hoping by showing my system, you'll understand how to build yours better. Okay, so deals module. After I have an initial call with somebody, which I mark reached and leads, if they're qualified and they request a proposal, I'll move them over here. I can do qualification here if they're like, hey, we need some time to decide if we want to move forward. Then if they want to book another call with key stakeholders, I have these different stages for those various situations. But let's just say they're like, hey, send us over a proposal. We're interested in having you build our system. Great. I have a couple automations here that really help me. So first and foremost, I can jump into the record. I can just click one button. I can send with Zoho Sign. I also have an automation here that I built inside of Zoho Flow, and it will do all the work for me. There's these steps I take over and over and over again every time I have a sales discussion, and Zoho can automate almost all of it. So it can take the lead, it can merge it with the proposal. So information from the lead merge with proposal, and then it can send it for signature in Zoho Sign along with an email template, all for me. It's just one button click instead of spending 5 to 10 minutes every single time I do a sales call, which is great because I'm normally doing 45 to 60 5-ish sales calls per month. So being able to save this much time is so useful. Back to the deal record. Now, the things I'm going to show you here in this record apply to everything. Okay, I'm just going to show you in the deals module, but just know it applies to every single module here. This is what we call a 360-degree view. Not only can I see the information related to the record, I can see information related to this deal, contact, account, whatever record I'm in, by going to the left-hand side, seeing related lists. See how this says Zoho projects? I can view all the Zoho projects. They don't live in Zoho CRM, but I can connect them. So it's integrated all the different files through Zoho WorkDrive, all the different financial records, invoices, sales orders through Zoho Finance, all the signed documents from Zoho Sign I can see in Zoho Sign Documents, Zoho Desk, and I can just click here and see all the related desk tickets, Zoho FSM if I'm doing field service management. Everything I want to see is in one place. So instead of jumping from app to app, I have a 360-degree view of all the business systems related to this specific record that I'm in. And a lot of these are plug and play. Some of them take some additional configuration, but these Zoho apps can be tightly connected so you can get that full view of the person or organization that you're working with or whatever record you're inside of. Another key thing here that's really important to understand is the difference between stages and steps. So every time you have a process that you're going to manage inside of Zoho, you want to break it up into stages and steps. So stages are right here in the Kanban view. They are the general phases of the process. You usually want something like 4 to 7. That's kind of the sweet spot for stages. In order to manage your process, anything less than that becomes not very indicative as to where something's at in the process. Anything more than that is just overwhelming. So when you jump into a record, you're going to see all these stages or the major phases of the process right here at the top. This is in the deals module. And then you can also add the steps, which are the specific things you need to do in the process in order to move something along. Okay, so that which should take place, at least in Zoho CRM, in open activities, you can create a task here. Okay, so these tasks help you represent the steps, the things you got to do to move something along in a process. And then here's the general phases. And then you can take this a step further by every time you move from one stage to the next, the appropriate steps are automatically created here in open activities for you and assigned to the right people. So it's important that you understand the difference between stages and steps so you can manage your processes correctly. Okay, another small thing I automate here, this is just a quick one. I integrate my Zoho leads with a tool that does data enrichment. If you don't know what data enrichment is, if I get first name, last name, email from a form, it will go and find their LinkedIn profile for me. It will look through their website, summarize what they do. It'll give me some additional information. So I also integrate with a third-party tool to do that, which is quite nice. Speaking of third-party tools, you can connect AI agents to Zoho so it can look through your database and it can find leads and contacts for you. It can also look through your SOPs and give you summaries and links. Very powerful. I have an executive AI agent that I connect with N8N here. You don't have to use N8N. Zoho does have a native AI agent builder. It's still under heavy development, so they're moving it along. But one day, it should be developed to the point where you can replace most of what you do in third-party AI agent builders with their AI agent builder. Really, the big thing they need is this AI agent node inside of Zoho Flow so that it can just query other tools. And they actually do have a function for that they just rolled out. We're in the middle of testing it right now, so we're very hopeful. Okay, so I send a proposal over to somebody. I just click one button here, sends the proposal, and let's say they want to move forward. They're like, great, we want to go with Brockbank Consulting. They sign the document, and then I have a separate Zoho flow that recognizes that they signed, marks the deal closed one, and then I can move forward with the process. It also creates a new project for me. It sends out an email template saying, great, fill out this assessment and then fill out this discovery form for us. It collects information that's required so that we can begin to build their system. When we're building systems, there's really two things that we can do to make our lives easier. We can automate it by building a system to automate and track what's going on, or we can delegate it so that we can focus on more important work. So we're trying to understand that from our client's perspective so we can build the best system possible. This is the system cycle we use to build every single system here. Also, this automation, once they sign the proposal, sends an invoice to them automatically using Zoho Books, and I can collect the payment through my payment gateway. I don't have to do anything. Zoho does it all for me, sends them the invoice. They pay it, it tracks the transaction, connects it to the invoice for me so that my my Zoho Books records are kept up to date. Then I have packages here. And here's the thing, I don't use inventory, right? We have no physical goods here that we're selling, but you might. So I wanted to show you Zoho Inventory. It connects with Zoho Books. They're rolling out Zoho ERP. Zoho ERP just stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Think of it this way, CRM is really to track the entire customer journey, typically to the sale. And then everything post-sale operations typically takes place in an ERP. Why am I bringing this up? And there is some overlap, by the way. It's not that clean, but I'm just trying to give you an idea here. So Zoho ERP will be much of what's in Zoho Inventory and much of what's in Zoho Books. It's basically just going to be a combination of all the Zoho Finance apps. So what I'm trying to say here in Zoho Inventory, you can track sales orders, convert them into purchase orders. You can track your purchase orders from vendors. If you're a manufacturer, you can take items, make a composite item from them so that when you combine different material into your item that you're producing, you can track all of that from a manufacturing perspective. Or if you're just a supplier, you're purchasing and then you're reselling, whatever you're doing, you can track that, track the packages, integrate with carriers so that all of this is integrated, automated, and your customers are receiving updates along the way through shipments. It's a very useful tool here if you're managing physical goods. Once we sell or once we get a new client, there's work to be done. We are discovering through a form, through discovery meetings. We're taking lots of notes, screenshots, and we use a tool, an AI, to analyze all that information to give us a head start on designing a system. Now, once we design a system, it's a lot of manual work. AI just kind of gives us a first draft to go off of, and it helps us reference data. But then we're creating an action plan, and the action plan's in who will, what format. And we put this into Zoho projects so that as we execute the action plan, we can give our clients access to Zoho projects. They can see their financial records. They can see all the tasks related, all the documents related to their account, all in one place. They can just head over to my website. There's client login, and it takes them right here so they can see everything in relation to the work we're doing for them. Then I need people to help me. Okay. There's only so much you can do as an individual. Let's share the love here. There's a lot of opportunity. So I want to make sure people can go to my website using Zoho Recruit. They can see the different jobs that are available here, so that we can train new consultants, new developers, and we can turn them into senior architects for building the best Zoho systems out there. Once we hire people, we put them into Zoho People for managing them. Okay, so I can see their entire profile. I can see their time off, attendance. This is an HR application, human resources, so that we can track everything related to the people that we've hired and the data related to them. Also want to make sure everyone is trained, and this is really important. When we build systems here, you can actually see here in the delegation side, every time we're delegating something, okay, we want to demonstrate the system that we built for clients, but also there's things I want to train my team on how to do. So I demonstrate that through a recording in the same way we demonstrate systems for clients, and then we document it for them too. The way that we document and teach our clients to document is the exact same way that we document things here as SOP. So SOP stands for standard operating procedure. It's just step-by-step how you do something. Here's the key. We've seen 1,000 organizations try to do this. Most of them fail, and here's why. It's hard for them to build, and it's not standardized. So here's a secret for you: how to create an SOP. It's very meta. It's a standard operating procedure on how to create standard operating procedures. But there's a video here on exactly how to do it. And then every time I do something that I'm like, I should delegate this, I shouldn't be doing this, I record myself doing it. I'm always one recording away from never having to do it again. And I share it with somebody on my team, and I say, hey, look at this video of me doing something. Use this SOP on creating SOPs to create another one. So you can see here at the top, this is how to create an SOP. My employees have created all these other ones for me. They've done a great job, and it's all standardized. They all look exactly the same because of this guy, the how to create an SOP. Okay, so that's for training. So we move from building the system to how do we actually train people. If you build the perfect Zoho system and fail to have training resources for your team, it's almost all for nothing. If you have an unusable perfect system, then what is it for? So you want to make sure they can use it. You can do that through proper training and delegation. Also, I'm paying everyone through Zoho. So I run it through Zoho Payroll. That's part of Zoho One. I can do multi-state payroll, and it tracks all of the taxes and records there that we need so that we can properly track everything for payroll. And that is the Zoho all-in-one system that I use so I can run my entire organization from one place and have it fully automated and integrated.